Hey guys, today is March the 23rd of 2014. I want to go over the Euro USD and give you my thoughts and my opinions. But know that this is an educational video only, so please consult a professional financial advisor. Alright, so let's get into the commitments of traders report. You can see that retail have been flat, kind of going sidelines and kind of going down, while the green large speculators are buying the euro. They're buying, and this is as of the 18th, Tuesday the 18th. You can see the green large speculators buying. Retail kind of flat on net positions, and on commitment of traders index, they've been kind of selling, and large speculators have been buying. Commercial have been selling it since February the 3rd. They've been selling it, they've been hedging, things have been going higher. They've been selling it, and large speculators are buying it. So every dip, you're going to be sure that they're coming in to buy it. This is what the commitment of traders report is saying, so we'll see. As you can see, I haven't put the sentiment on because for some reason the sentiment stopped right here. It hasn't continued here, so I don't know if this is a computer problem or the website, but I just took it off, so like that you know why it's not there. So this is where we're at the commitment of traders report. This is a weekly wrap-up, so I just want to kind of give you an idea what I see, where we are, and what I kind of see ahead. This is dates to watch for March. You can see what worked and what didn't work. What didn't work is all in red, and what kind of worked was in green. So there was a few green. The 20th here worked. The March 5th low worked. The 6th was a great pop, so that worked. This came in a day late before the pop, so the 13th was a pop, so it was a day, day late, so it didn't work. If it was on the 13th, it would have worked out well. The 9th was chop. The 15th, the market was closed. That was a Saturday. The 10th was chop. The 11th was chop. Didn't work. Nothing happened there. None of these dates work. And my geometry day was a little off, so I kind of like consolidated it and did some adjustments. And I'm working with the pivot low from the 2nd. The 21st was a hit, but it failed because it really didn't do nothing. And that's a WD Gann date. But the day is still early. I wasn't expecting something drastically on there, but it could be something of a change that could slowly start building, but we'll see. I'm just speculating right now, but as of now, the 21st didn't do really anything to be like boasting about or being excited. So these are the dates that you want to keep an eye on. The 28th, the pivot high from geometry date from the 13th. So we're more on the cluster fractal smaller level right here from the 13th high. Want to watch out for the 28th. Want to watch out for the 28th because on the 27th pivot high we had a cluster there too, 3 hits. And then on the pivot low of February the 2nd you have the 29th, 2 clusters. And then you got the 24th, 25th, 26th. This is a 2-day window. So pretty much this week it's going to be very crucial. In my opinion, we're probably going to bounce and go higher and somewhere around here possibly turn. And that's just my opinion. I'm leaning more anywhere between the 28, 27. There's a moon. I believe it's a new moon, if I'm correct, that's coming up. So there's a lot of things going on right here. So we'll see. 27, 28. We got 27 here, we got 28th here, and then the 29th, it's a Saturday, so really nothing there to do anything, so I should just put market close here. Markets closed. So really it's either the 28 and the 27th. I don't know about the 25th, the 24th or 25th, but the days I'm watching is the 28th and 27th. Those are the dates I have my eye on. So in my opinion, I think we're going to bounce and trend up until one of these dates of resistance. So let's go now to my Gann square of 9. You see that today is going to be the 23rd, tomorrow's the 24th. So it's on an angle, so it will probably find support here and possibly trend higher. You got the 27th right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got the 31st. So that's that, and the high is the 13th right here. We put a low on the 20th, and this is where we're at today. We go to the square 9 in time. Also right here, you see that lid right here, which could possibly be a low. But if my thinking is correct, somewhere around here we could put a high. So look, this could be perfect because this is on the 7th vibration level. Actually 8th, I'm sorry. So this could be probably put a high, so it could land perfectly right there. So I think this is going to be a base to go higher. If we continue on our square of 20, you can see that we were trending from the 37.48 low, and we made a high as of 38.10, and then went back down and closed at 37.91. So this is Friday's action. Looking at the square 100, you see that we went as high as 38.10, but couldn't continue going higher, and closed at the 37.91. So it's right on top of a grid, and this is from a 2041 low, which is July 24th of 2012. So we're right there. 39.66, the all-time high is right here. So this is where we're at. We found support right here. Using the high of 39.66, March 13th, you see that we put a low on 37.48 right here. $38.44. If we look at where we closed, we went as high as 38.10 and found support right here, right on this grid. Look at the square 100. Using the 34.76 pivot low, we found support right here, right on this grid right here in this angle, and made a high as 38.10. Looking at the square 43, you can see all the action that we did. Put a low at 38.44. That was the first impulse down. Actually, this was the first impulse down. Right at 37.48, and we closed at 37.91, right next to the low, right there, and that's the high as we went. Square 43 using the 34. Is that the same thing I did here? No, that's the using the 39.66 high. This is the 34.76. We closed right here at an angle. Went as high as there. Square 12, support right here at this angle, 37.91. I'm just showing you why 37.91 was the close, and that's the high we put. Square 4, using the high of 39.66, we closed at 37.91 right at an angle, and that's as high as we went. Square 4, using the 34.76 pivot low, we closed right at 37.91. So that's a good support as of now. If we go to our charts, you can see using this time indicator from the November 7th low all the way to this December 27th spike high, that's 35. We measure it from this low of February the 3rd to right here, which is the 23rd, gives us 35. So right here should be a possible turning point to the upside. I don't know how far it's going to go, but we'll see. These are price retracements. 38.48 will probably be a possible target for an upside. If we put our price retracements, there's a 50%, which is 38.40. And if you look at the monthly, it's from the high to this low of December 5th. December 31st of 2005. 50% right there. So that's an area I'm going to have my eyes on right here. If you look at all the Andrews, it still has support here, so we're still intact. Nothing to get raging about to the downside. It's just a little profit taking and a little hit because of the FOMC, but nothing to be like, the high is in. I don't think the high is in yet. I mean, it could be, but I don't think the turn is kicking in yet. I think we still got a little more to go, but I think this week will give us a signal or an idea what's really going to happen for April. If we look at our Gann swing to keep us in trend, it still keep telling us to stay long, even though all this happened. We'll find out with this candle when the new one kicks in where we're going to go. We're going to go higher or lower, but I think we're going to go higher or at least retrace. So I'll let you know that also. If there's anything else I want to show you, if you're swing long, you should have taken profits over there at 39.38. That was the 100% level. You're still right here, so we still need to figure out what the euro is going to do once it does it. Andrews pitchfork, the bigger range, you crack that key level. You're dancing around this one. You're trying to stay above this one, and you still have this one to keep you in the range. So if you take out 37.48, then you're gonna have 37.21, and then once you take out this low and this one, maybe the signal of a possible change in trend is already already in play. But right now it's still too early to say that. I think those are big levels I wanted to show you. The 6 worked out great. It was a spike pop. The 13th was another pop. The 21st, I don't know, was a dud. Supposedly, Gann said it was a change in trend, but it could be a change in trend. It just has to play out now. But we'll see. Will it do like a double top, then fail, then go down, do an ABC? We'll see. The 22nd was a Saturday, so that didn't work out. But I'll leave it there because that's what the calculations that come up, and sometimes it hits a Saturday, sometimes it hits a Sunday, so it is what it is. I think that's it for this chart. I don't have anything else to show you. We got to work on April, but other than that, there's a big one over here. I think that's it. That is it. Let's go to our... I'll show you something on timing solutions. Area of supply and demand. Like right here, this was a good low. You know why? Because look at the demand right there was 37.55, and there's another level which is 36.90 right there. Do the high and low. There's more levels under, but this 37.55 was a great. Now for for resistance on the top side, you'll probably will have, this is the highest one, 3804. So it was dancing around 3810, and it couldn't stay above there. So that's your first supply right there. Next big one will be your 3776, and actually that's too high, but 3779, 3973 is a supply zone. This is alright. This one's pretty big, 3804. But the highest it went Friday was 3810. And then you got to remember the 50%, which is at 3840 level. Got the same thing here. 3818 was the highest, and then the next highest is 3884, around there. TP price levels for resistance. Same thing. The highest there is 3850, and that's where that 50%, that I showed you earlier. That's the highest one, so that's going to be a strong supply level to watch. If you do this one, this one's all the way high. All too high. Maybe we could do a 2% right here. This is too high. No. 3903, 3917, and 3977. So I wanted to show you that. Let's go to the charts right here. I should be ending this shortly. We're still above the 1 by 1. You can see that it. Let me load this again. Maybe shift this a little bit. Five 411 high. There you go. You see that we found support somewhere around here by the 1 by 1. Almost kissed it. That was a 3744. It's close to 3748. So it popped. Went as high as 3810. Closed at 3791 right here. So it's above this angle. Below the 20. Above the 50. And above the 1 by 1. So I'm guessing it will probably trend higher. Anywhere between the 27 and 27, 28. Maybe hit this right here as resistance, or this right here, and then maybe turn to the downside. But we'll see. That's just my speculating where price could go. One thing I did find interesting is that within time and price, the closest thing within time and price right now is for the euro will be this low right here, the 6/7/2010 low. In other words, from the 6/7/2010 low to where we're at right now is the closest thing within price and time. So from this low date to the price where we at in date wise, this has caught up. I couldn't get it here. I couldn't get it at the 5411. I got it at the 610, and the all-time high didn't work out either. It was too early. So it's interesting. I'm trying to figure out mathematically, can this give me the signal that this is the high here for now? I'm trying to determine that. But as of right now, in price and time, it's working out. But, you always need confirmation. You need to match a lot of confirmation to, confirm that this could be around here, could be a possible high. So this is just something I'm entertaining and researching to see if there's a case, that it could be possible. Let's look at the let's glance this chart. And don't get it twisted, the euro is bullish. It's having a tough time right here. I've been showing you guys the Ichimoku cloud. It pierced it right here and came right back down, and it's having a tough time getting out of here. So it's consolidating, and we'll see where it wants to go. But if you look at the daily, it's above the cloud. Everything looks positive. The future looks good. You know, it's trending higher. It hit resistance right here. Woody's monthly R1 right there. So, and it's below value area. So, you know, we'll see. And this is the 37.48 low. So we'll see. I think it's going to trend higher and somewhere, you know, maybe do a double top. Will it do it this month? Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking 27, 28. But it could probably push, you know, to April and maybe do it there and then pull down. But we'll see. Let's look at the big picture, and I could tell you another indicator that I like that is signaling that we're getting close. We're getting really close to a turn. And this is just a weekly turn. I'm not saying maybe a bearish turn. I'm looking for like a weekly pivot high. And it's more, I use it on my weekly, my monthly, weekly, daily, and 12-hour chart. Look at it right here. This cycle right here is building up now to the downside. We might get a cluster like here that it pushes down and then it goes up and then it goes down and it like really goes down. But observe right now, this is letting me know that we're getting close now. I was waiting for something to show up here and now it's showing up. It showed up last week right here. So when we get it looking like this or with the purple on the weekly, then it could probably go down and then do one more and then go down. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. Or sometimes it just goes down. It continues going down, but it's always good to get a little cluster like that. If you get this on the weekly and then this is the last one, this is really good. And then you got to get it all confirming on the 12-hour, the daily, pushing lower, and then you just jump on it and ride it all the way till you get this looking on the bottom on this side. And then the cycle now it's turning to the upside. So that's how you pretty much play this game. See here, it didn't work out because look at the cluster. It was chopped. You know, we put a high here and then it turned here, but when you turn, look, it never gave you Momo to push down. So this was all chop, and you could tell it was in chop because it was in mobile band. It was all in mobile band. So if we look further back, we'll show you a typical downside. See right here? First get the SOAP signal, and then you get this, and this. Let's make pretend this was the 19th. So you get this, boom, we get hit, and then next week, let's make pretend this is this week. We push higher and higher, and let's say it hit like the 38.40, that 50% level, and it failed. Then that purple kicks in, and you're like, oh, and then you get a candle looking like that. The third week kicks in, then the momentum now changes. Then you got a PPS. See how everything starts building. The PPS signals kicks in. TMA changes now to purple. Mobo changed. You got the 50 that came out of zoom mode on the CCI, turned red, pushed. This is already giving you this one and this one already locked it in. That the cycle is in, is turning. You crack the 50 on MMG, and then everything just falls like a domino. See, and then you crack mobile band. So this is chop noise. Once you crack out of there, see how it goes until you find support here, and you start seeing how the signals tell you we're getting close, and these two we're getting closer to the bottom, and then this one kicks in. By then you probably were out after you saw this bull kicker go all the way up that week. So that's what I'm kind of looking for on the weekly over here, where we at right now. So it's early in the game, but this is how it all builds up, and that's how I've been seeing it for years. So we're getting there, but we're not there yet. Hopefully this helps on your analysis. That's what I'm seeing. Right here you can see that we're oversold, very oversold, and now it probably wants to go and trend higher. See the cycle on the 12-hour, now it's about to turn, and this will probably turn. You got a pivot right low right here, so this could be a snap back up. You can see that now it's going up, and we'll see. Another good thing is that if you get 50, which is the blue one, leave zoom mode right here and push down, that's another confirmation too. But when zoom mode was up here, the 50 was up here hovering, and all, and the 5 and the 20 were over here, it showed the indication of the chop. 50 never left. 50 never even cracked the medium, the zero line right here. It never did. Same thing here. It never did. Here it's doing it, but it's halfway right here on the 12 hour. So you can see that it's just finding now support and now could possibly turn. That's why I think we're going to go to the upside. And plus, look, you got the linear regression line right here, the bottom channel. So it's going to find support and it's going to go up. It might go up to the 20, it might go up to 840, 88, 38.40, that 50% level. But we'll see. Hopefully this helps, and I'll keep you posted on what I see in the euro. Peace.